Okay, so basically this is the Vaio P. Okay, as what it is, as what we believe, okay, for a mobile device, right, in order for it to be comfortable in usage, we always like a full-size keyboard, and this whole product is designed around a full-size keyboard. Then we include in the high resolution screen as it is. So the screen you see is much higher than any of the competing products you can find on the market. This one is 16x768, which actually gives it very high resolution where you can actually watch two browsers screens side by side. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually open up to Explorer, okay, and we can see for ourselves that, okay, with to Explorer, if you occupy the full page, it doesn't exactly take out the full page because the screen itself has already been so big that the resolution actually is so too high for it. You can actually have two browsers side by side by pressing on this small little button here. Okay, what you effectively do is to, okay, put the two windows side by side, and when you put the two windows side by side, you can see that you get a proper view of the screen. So if I were to go to sony.com/3, okay, and you to watch the two screens, is actually the full-size resolution screen that you get on your normal web browsers on your computer, laptops, or others at home as well. You don't actually have to scroll left and right. It's actually up and down and get a full page of it, which is the reason why we decided to go so high resolution, because you can effectively watch two different screens, and you can have your Word document on one side, your web page on the other side when you're doing your research and things like that. You can actually have it ongoing both at the same time. Then of course, it's like this machine as it is designed to be interactive mobile device where you can actually share your medias wherever you go, or even like go on the internet. Now of course, in Windows Vista we are very familiar with what is already available on the Windows platform. Now, so what makes this uniquely different from the rest of them is that, of course, apart from having our very user-friendly cross-media bar, which we are very familiar with our PS3 and the PSP system, we have the same cross-media bar here for viewing and sharing our our medias here as well. And on top of that, actually inside here, the XDJ facility, which was also found in Biomedia Plus, as in the previous Vaio, it actually allows you to listen to music in the different channels, and this Vaio music box is also included in this Vaio P as well, which actually allows you to actually listen to music on the go, and it's been sorted out according to moods that you can select to set your mood in, which makes it a very interesting software on its own. Okay, let's get out from this side here. What's really more important, of course, we are all aware of what we can do with Vaio, with Windows Vista itself. But what about outside Windows Vista? Okay, so I'm going to shut this down and I'm going to go into what we call the instant mode. Okay, in instant mode, it will also bring us into what we call a cross-media bar system. What you do is by pressing on this button here, okay, the first button on the extreme right, by pressing on it, it actually launches into what we call instant mode. Instant mode allows you to quickly view your media files, okay, as well as to share your media files online, or even browse the web with your web connectivity. Like in this situation, it's actually loading up a interface that looks like cross-media bar. The thing that marks it different is this small widget here that actually tells you of your current date and time. And of course, it's like you have your web browsers and your internet phone. They call it internet phone at this moment of time. By clicking on it, you actually get into MSN. I mean, as in not really MSN, but a third-party software called Pidgin. Okay, with Pidgin, you can actually do connections to AOL, MSN, and a lot of other different applications out there. And with that, you can actually chat with your friends without having to even boot into your Vista. And we know that Vista is like, there's complaints that it's slow, it's laggy, but with this you have the two different modes of working. One, you can get all your access to whatever you need to access quickly, and of course it's like if you want to get into your proper working mode, then you get into Vista. So with this, of course, let me just close this. Okay, there is also a web browser which launches into Firefox, and you can actually surf the web from here as well. Okay. Okay, so you can power off your settings, pictures, music, videos, and internet web browsing. So let's assume that we're going to web browsing. You just click on the web browser and you can actually launch up Firefox, and from there it will actually launch the website for you. There's a function in the BIOS control center in the Vista site which allows you to actually share your bookmarks across both sites. So you can actually share bookmarks across both. So on top of that, it's like this thing actually has the most other netbooks wouldn't have like noise cancellation. This one has noise cancellation.
Oh yeah, it's for one of the models, right?
This
one, yeah. So how does that work actually?
Okay, the noise cancellation actually works via a pair of earphones. I don't have my earphone with me.
Does it come with the earphone itself?
Yeah, the earphone comes with it. So when you plug in the earphones, right, the earphones actually have one side where they have a mic on it. So you'll pick up ambient noise, and then they will recalculate inside here to cancel out the noise for you. On top of that, of course, it's like as it is, what's the advantage of this over other netbooks is this. Other netbooks, they run on XP or Linux, where this one runs on Vista. On top of that is, besides the Vista component of it, there is also other things in here that makes it interesting for me. Basically, it's apart from the way and everything, of course, is power switch is there actually. So as I was saying, this thing, why I like it is because it's, as I said, it's powerful. Once it gets into Vista, everything is easy to really do work with the two side by side. It's handy enough. The keyboard is full size, which means to say you can literally type on it very naturally, which other netbooks do not offer. Okay, on top of, I'm not sure if you know, but the chassis, the bottom chassis is actually carbon fiber reinforced plastic. The top is magnesium. So a lot of care has been taken into designing this whole thing. Then of course, it's fanless design, which means to say there's no fan or whatever. But if you get the...
How do you guys control the heat then?
Well, the problem is heat. I wouldn't say it's a major problem because the chipset used for this is different. The Z has actually lower heat generated per volt, because this one is only about 1 watt.
Yeah.
Whereas the N processor is actually using the 2.5 watt. So the N processor will have twice the heat, the amount of heat compared to this.
Okay.
Yeah.